Welcome to a new Daily Top AskReddit video. Today's topic:
what's something people sacrifice for success that isn't worth it? Time with your kids. They aren't little for very long. Nannies and babysitters don't give them the love a real parent does, and they'll remember the times you weren't there when they wanted you. That hits hard. The time you show up is what they remember later. I get it. I have old acquaintances that basically spend their whole lives doing work and posting on LinkedIn when they're not at work. They've reached levels that pre-kids, I always wanted to reach. However, it hit me a couple of years ago when one of them was posting to LinkedIn on Christmas Day FFS. Ironic, they were posting about the importance of spending time with family, that it's a sacrifice I don't want to make anymore. My kid is nearly entering the pre-teen stage already, and if I miss anything I'm never going to get those years back. I'm glad I concentrated on my kids instead of the grind set. Money was life's score for my dad. Monday to Thursday he was traveling my entire life. Hardly knew him at all. Couple days ago he posted, "Material things don't matter, memories and connections are all we are." I was certain either he'd been hacked or was dying. All of their time. What's the point of making it if you never get to live? Their mental health. Burnout is real, and it's not worth sacrificing your well-being for a job. TBH, it's gotta be sleep. You see these hustle culture bros acting like 4 hours is enough, but you're literally just killing your brain cells at that point. No amount of money is worth feeling like a zombie 24/7. Facts. Hustle culture really downplays how important sleep is for basic functioning. Lack of sleep will give you dementia. Hustle in your 30s and spend your 60s stumbling around the grocery store looking for the exit. I live in San Francisco and I was at a tech party a few days ago. I gave a kid a ride home afterwards and I swear to God he was bragging about getting 3 or 4 hours of sleep a night, and then at one point just started loudly asking me what would you do if you could not fail. I told him I had a migraine and please shut the F*** up. The youth. It's the missed moments with family for me. You're never getting that time back, and once they're gone you'll realize a corporate title is a pretty mid-trade for actual memories. Don't let your life pass you by for a paycheck. As someone who watched my dad's last few months of leukemia slip away this year, I could not agree more. I tried to take him everywhere I could before it was too late. You never get the time back. A good reminder: money comes and goes, but missed moments don't come back. Friendships. You can't replace real people with money or titles. Friendships, real genuine friendships. Their integrity. Goats, lambs, virgins. That sort of thing. Physical and mental health. Time! Exclamation mark. Their humanity. Their peace of mind. Money isn't an all-healing salve that people think it is. I have a lawyer friend whose law firm was headhunting a guy with a huge amount of experience. From what he told me, they were offering the guy $2 million just to join their firm, and that was before any other giant bonuses and perks that came with it. The guy was worth it apparently. The guy asked, "Is this one of those jobs where I get called at 3 in the morning?" The law firm answered yes, and he rejected the offer. Money can be just as much a prison as it can be the thing that sets you free. Physical health. Success is pointless if you're sick. Oh yeah, it's always some old fat guy in that cool supercar. Kinda pointless at that stage of life and level of fitness, don't you think? Going into debt. If you can't afford it, don't buy it. Time is a limited resource, but we treat it as if it is of little value. In the end, it's the one thing you can't replenish no matter how successful you may become. It's definitely time. Their soul. Their mental and physical health and morals. Morals. Personal time, and your peace. Edit. To any younger people that come across this, your life is your own to do with as you please. It's okay to work 100 hours a week if you want to grind and chase money for a while. Just don't ever let anybody make you feel like you have to. Don't ever let employees or coworkers make you feel guilty for not living for your job. Remember to set boundaries for yourself and enforce them. If you have an employer that constantly tramples your boundaries or gives you shit about it, quietly start looking for a new job. I used to work 80 to 100 hours a week, was sacrificing mental health, physical health, having a family, having pets, seeing friends. I'm sure there's more, but those are the big ones. Now I work 40 hours a week, sometimes 45, and I make probably 1/3 of what I used to. Moved across the country for a woman I love, and we bought a house and have a dog. She's always so grateful when I spend hours after work maintaining the house, but to me I've always worked ridiculous hour. The difference is, now I work around the house to make our lives more comfortable, and fixing things brings me immense satisfaction and makes her so happy. This is such a healthy perspective. Boundaries really change everything, especially long term. Time for themselves and their families. Sleep, no amount of success is worth feeling like a zombie. Life, we often go so fast and try to win it all we ignore what is around us and the now. Peace of mind, constant stress isn't an accomplishment. Friends, and time from family. Stability, stable relationships, stable health, stable sense of self. To me the real success is having all of those things. No amount of money or fancy job titles can replace that. Time with family. Time. I saw a guy pop up in my YT shorts saying that owning a pet drained both your time and your resources. I thought, these people think they can sell misery and loneliness as vehicles to success. Family life. Time with people you love, time with yourself for hobbies or fun, and health either by sitting or standing for too long. Sleep in genuine relationships. You can rebuild money and titles, not your health or lost people. What do you think isn't worth sacrificing? Their families. I haven't sacrificed time for success but have often needed to just get shit done and hyper-focused on a house project like building a deck or shed. Tried to get them involved, but when you have limited time to complete stuff it's hard stop knowing you need to get it done before your time runs out. I also find I have more time in winter when there is fewer things to be done. We have recently gotten into D&D and painting, model making has been great. It's nice you tried to involve them too. Finding that balance isn't easy, but it sounds thoughtful. Happiness and being true to oneself. Marriages. I sacrificed my 20s and half my 30s to fix my issues and become financially, professional successful, while sacrificing dating and hobbies, and rest. Now I left my high-paying career and focus on relationships, hobbies and fun, because money is no longer an issue. Life's all about sacrifice to get what you want, but luckily you get to decide what and when to sacrifice for whatever you deem important. Preparing for life number 2. This is it people. Make the best of it. Less than 3. Sleep. Personal integrity. Degrees and the degree life. Family time. I often wish that I had started traveling sooner than at age 50. Peace of mind, chasing more non-stop turns life into a competition instead of something you actually get to enjoy. I worked for a corporation that moved me around from city to city every couple years. That guaranteed that I didn't have any continuous long-term friends, and now I'm paying for it. Everybody's an acquaintance.